Since we have already created our Canva account, we can directly take a first look at the overlay of Canva. Where do I find what and how can I use Canva? These are two questions that we would like to answer in this and the following videos as well. In this video, my goal is to provide you a first overview so that you get your first impressions. Where do I find what? To start with, this is your most important function or the most important section when using Canva. You will find different design ideas with different templates and different sizes. You can also see future updates that should come. In the future, we will also see the different designs that we have created right here. And if you want, you can also search for a specific template, a specific design idea, or any size of your choice. If you want to adjust your settings, so the settings of your Canva account, you can either click on this icon or you can click on your personal profile. And afterwards, you can click on settings. In my case, I have created my Canva account by using Google. This is why my name can be found right here. And my profile photo was also included. If you want to remove it, or if you want to add a photo of your choice, then you can upload it or make certain adjustments. You can also change you can change the language if you want. You can also change, for example, your password, the accessibility. You can also change the theme, whether you want to use the dark mode or the light mode. And you can make some more adjustments regarding privacy, regarding billing, as soon as it comes to subscribing to the paid version. On the left-hand side, you will find your personal menu. The first point on this menu, is called Home. And Home is always this page. There you can, for example, also click on Create a Design. And then you can either start from scratch, if you want, by entering a custom size. For example, 1080 and 1080, and afterwards you can click on Create New Design. We won't start designing yet. This is exactly what we are doing in the next two modules. So let's go back to our homepage. Under Home, we find the Projects section, which means that we have also the chance to create different folders in order to structure our designs so that we are able to find our designs again in the future, for example. You can always search for your designs. For example, our first design was entitled Untitled Design. So I can enter this one and then I would find my specific design if I created a new name. When clicking on templates, we will find a lot of different templates, either entire templates or just photos or graphics or different elements that you could use if you want for your designs. We will also talk about it. And I would recommend to not use this template function right here, but instead I would directly search for a content piece or a graphic design idea. for example, social media. And then I, for example, want to create something for Instagram. Then I could click on Instagram story. And afterwards, I'm still able to enter or to use different templates right here. But as I already said, we will talk about all these functions in the next modules. Underneath templates, you will find the brand section. You can only use the brand section if you subscribed to Canva Pro, so to the paid version of Canva. We'll also talk about it. You can use different additional apps, for example, different AI tools, in order to boost your designs or to take the most out of Canva itself. And the last section is entitled Dream Lab, which includes a text-to-image AI tool, which was directly developed and introduced by Canva itself. Once again, we will also talk about it, but not right now. To sum it up, you have your personal menu on the left-hand side in order to navigate to different sections. The home section with this overlay is the most important section. There you will find different design ideas. You can also enter custom sizes if you want. And in the future, you will find all of your designs right here. If you want to delete a design, you can click on it. And then you can click on this trash icon in order to move it to trash. If you want to, if you do not want that this design is deleted, then you can also go to trash right here, click on it, and then you can restore this design. One final information: if you start designing, so you're, for example, in this process, here, by the way, you can also open the tab, so the design tab in a new tab, which I would definitely recommend you. And as soon as you start designing or editing templates, I would always suggest to start your design process by entering a name for your design, so that you are able to find this design again in the future. For example, Instagram story for Canva course, just to give you an example. Then you press enter, and when you go back to your home section by clicking on this icon and then on home, you can directly find your new design by this specific name. I hope you got a first overview of Canva and at the same time your first impressions. And this is exactly what I want to ask you. What are your first impressions? Because do not worry, we will talk about each and every detail of Canva in the following modules. We have just started with the introduction. Everything else will follow right now.